Discernment. Before we go further, pause. Sit with this. Where am I moving fast simply to prove value? Where have I said yes while quietly resenting it? What am I carrying that is not actually mine? Where has urgency replaced intention? Now we talk about discernment. Discernment is not hesitation. It is power under control. For too long, marginalized leaders were taught that speed equals value, that responsiveness equals relevance, that the quickest yes earns the most respect. So we move fast. We carry more. We solved what wasn't ours, and we called it leadership. But survival reflex is not a strategy. Discernment is. Discernment is the moment you pause, not because you are unsure, but because you are aware. Aware of your energy. Aware of your authority. Aware of the consequences of your yes. Liberation. The courage to pause. Discernment begins internally. It is the bold act of asking, is this aligned with who I am becoming? Is this mine to carry? Am I responding from clarity or conditioning? You are never meant to be the first responder to every dysfunction. You do not have to prove your worth through exhaustion. That pause. That's not weakness. That's sovereignty. Reflection. This week, where will I choose self-trust over self-pressure? What is the one request I need to pause before answering? Visibility. The discipline of strategic voice. Not every truth requires your microphone. Discernment sharpens your present. It asks, where will my voice create movement? Where does my silence create leverage? What timing turns insight into influence? When you speak from discernment, your words land differently. You do not speak to relieve tension. You speak to redirect power. That is visibility with authority. Reflection. Where am I speaking out of urgency instead of impact? What conversation deserves my voice, delivered calmly and strategically? Transformation. Precision over performance. Discernment separates busy leaders from transformational ones. Without discernment, we exhaust ourselves fighting flames. With discernment, we redesign the wiring. Transformation is not loud. It is intentional. Reflection. What reoccurring issue am I treating as a one-time problem? What small structural shift could reduce this issue long term? The discernment check. Use this in real time. When pressure hits, ask, what is fact? What is interpretation? What is within my control? Then move. Not fast, clear. The standard. I do not move because I am pressured. I move because I am clear. I do not respond to urgency theater. I respond to impact. Discernment is not about doing less. It is about doing what matters, fully, strategically, and sustainably. You are not here to be reactive. You are here to be deliberate. Because when your leadership is grounded in discernment, your energy stabilizes, your authority deepens, and your impact multiplies. That's not hesitation. That's elevation. Close with commitment. Write this down. I will not confuse speed with value. I will not say yes from fear. I will pause long enough to choose power. Now answer this. What will you do differently in the next 7 days because of this? Insight without adjustment doesn't count. That's the standard.